What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about something that's been a very hot topic, more so amongst women in forums and groups and stuff like that, because guys, we just look at these new, I don't say new, but these very interesting looking glutes that some of these girls have, and we go, those look pretty good. That's pretty much our reaction. Women look at them and go, what the fuck did she do to herself? How did she get that ass like that? What the fuck is wrong with her? That doesn't look right. They break it down and try to figure it out. So they have discussions amongst themselves as to, like, you think it's implant? You think it's this? Do you think it's that? And, you know, Kari asked me before, she goes, there's these girls that are out, I'm not going to mention any names, like Instagram and stuff. And she said, do you think these girls have implants in their ass? And I looked at the picture, I said, no, I don't. You know, the pictures that I'm seeing right now, I don't think that they're implants. There's something else going on there, but it's definitely not implants. Implants have a different look. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, there was some fucking dude, he's trying to be like a Ken doll, and he was on, like, My Strange Addiction or some shit. And he had all these, he had, like, bicep implants, pec implants, he had, like, implants pretty much everywhere, like ab implants, all these random implants. And, like, you could tell when somebody has an implant. It's fucked up looking. Like, it's not like you wonder whether it's an implant. You're like, that's fucked up looking. What's wrong with it? But these girls don't have fucked up looking asses. Now, also, we've all seen that implant video, hopefully by now, where they implanted the implant underneath the skin and not in the muscle. And the fucking thing moves around, like they push the girls. It's fucking bizarre. You can probably Google and find that pretty quick. But, you know, there's been some speculation as to what is going on with these girls' butts. Like, it's not squats, it's not lunges. Something's different. And it looks good, don't get me wrong. You know, it looks like, oh, you know, some of the girls overdo it a little bit, but some of them are just like, wow, she's just blessed with, you know, great receptors to the fucking muscle in her butt. So when she trains, you know, it grows. But there's this girl who, she's out of Brazil, and she competed in the Miss Bum Bum contest. Okay, in Brazil, Miss Bum Bum. Okay, whatever. So she's a beauty queen who claims she had an affair with Cristiano Ronaldo, the fucking soccer player, or football, whatever the fuck, soccer. Anyways, she had a very bad infection from some gel that she had removed from her thighs and her glutes. Now, here's the thing. I said it wasn't synthol. Like, I knew for a fact it wasn't synthol because I've used synthol before. I know that the pain that comes along with that, stretching the fascia and the tendon and stuff, there's no way that these girls are injecting that shit in their ass and sitting on it or moving around or fucking driving while sitting on it. It's just not fucking happening. But I wasn't really sure exactly what the deal was. Well, this girl actually had a combination of PMMA, which I kind of was wondering if people were starting to use this, and I actually asked Rich Piana on Geared Up Radio this week when we did the interview. I said, do you think anybody's using it? Do you know of anybody using it for bodybuilding purposes now? He had actually used it for a bicep tear he had in his bicep where they filled in a little hole, but it's supposed to go on top of the muscle, not inside of the muscle. And he very, you know, candidly explained, if you injected this PMMA stuff inside the muscle, it basically encapsulates, it's there, it's like these little beads. It's not supposed to be there. It's a foreign object. Your body doesn't want that shit inside the muscle. Underneath the skin you can get away with, but inside the muscle is not going to be good. And anything ever happened, they'd have to fucking cut that muscle open and fucking tear that shit out because it's all attached. And, you know, you'd have issues. Well, that's exactly what happened to this girl. So she had a combination of PMMA and HydroGel. Now, I didn't know what the fuck HydroGel was. Obviously, you know, I'm not big on the fucking, you know, plastic surgery front. Hi, Brew. We're talking about plastic surgery and girls' butts. Yeah. Anyways, so I looked up HydroGel. Now, HydroGel is the shit they usually put inside an implant. Okay, they encapsulated an implant, and then they put it in. This girl had it injected directly into her body, into the muscles. I know, it's crazy, right? So, the PMMA, with this hydrogel, the body didn't break down the hydrogel like it was supposed to and cause an infection. Now, here's the fucked up part. The PMMA doesn't break down. It just sits there. So now the PMMA had actually attached itself to the muscle fibers and killed the muscle fibers. Rotted them. I know, buddy. Rotted the muscle fibers to where now she had an infection, but the muscle rotting from the inside out. It's almost like that crocodile, whatever the fuck that drug is that people are using that's fucking rotting them from the inside out. But now we're starting to find out that, and there's a picture of her on here. Hey, buddy. There's a picture of her on here, you know, showing her butt. And I'm not going to say she's not fit, but you can tell, you're like, something just doesn't look right. Like, it's off. Like, why the fuck? If you squatted and did lunges to get that ass, your legs would somewhat match it. You're not going to have sticks for legs and a big round ass popping out like that. That's not going to happen. You know, there's no way that glute muscle will be able to take all the work and then the legs not get any of it. What's the matter with you today, huh? Yeah? It's a crazy story. I know. It's insane. So, you know, now that she's coming out and talking about this stuff, we now have an idea. And again, there's some more pictures of her on here. She looks like, it looks like she overdid it at one point. You couldn't even tell maybe that she had it in there. Maybe that's what she looked like before she had it in there, which I still think it looks actually better before she had it. She looked great, but then she decided, hey, let's go the Miss Bum Bum route. Hey, buddy, Mr. Munoz trying to shake hands. Go the Miss Bum Bum route and try to win that competition. In Brazil, obviously, a lot of the women are very genetically blessed in the glute area. She wasn't maybe necessarily blessed as much. Wanted to win that contest, kind of did what she had to do. But now we're finding out that there is other things besides synthol and implants, which this confirms what I thought. There's something else going on there. I was wondering whether or not it was PMMA, but I wasn't sure how. Like, if this stuff is super expensive and it's hard to use and it's hard to, hard on your body, how the fuck would you inject globs and globs of this shit to get it to work and then shape it the right way? Like, it just wouldn't make any sense to me. However, they're mixing it with this HydroGel, which is never meant to be injected in the body. And, I mean, I don't know for a fact this is what those other girls are doing. There may be a whole different combination of shit that they're doing that we don't know about yet. This is just the first one that's out in Brazil. Like, we also know out in Brazil, I actually have some viewers that are from Brazil. And they contacted me right after I made a video about synthol and said that the guys in Brazil actually take a combination of MCT oil, which is meant to be ingested and not injected, and rubbing alcohol, and they mix it together and inject it in their arms and pecs and fucking delts and traps and everywhere else except their legs, because none of them ever have any legs. And, they get these big swollen kind of tumor-looking like body parts, and they think it looks great, but it's such a health risk because these guys get fucking massive infections and they have to cut, like, in the bicep. They cut, like, straight across the bicep and fucking squeeze the bicep. It's fucking disgusting. There's plenty of stuff online that you can find, those videos and stuff about that, but this confirms that funky shit is going on, and it was something new. Like, it was absolutely something new. HydroGel, never heard of it before. That's something that, speculation is implants or even fucking synthol, but I told you it wasn't synthol. That's all I have to say. So, girls, if you don't have that crazy Brazilian bumper butt, I would probably suggest going to squat and fucking doing what you can, because doing what you can naturally, because if you start sticking this shit in your ass, you may have a great-looking, Brazilian-looking booty for, like, 6 months. But then you're going to wind up in the fucking hospital. And this girl almost died and almost lost both of her fucking legs because of these injections. So I can guarantee you she's laying in that bed right now, and it shows pictures of her in the hospital bed, thinking this fucking wasn't worth it. I mean, she didn't even win the show. biostraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is a site, and it's the don't shoot shit in your ass. Just do squats, bicep, and we're out.